Hey there, Descendants, my fellow Americans and people in other countries around the world. How are we all doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. Today, we're going to be doing another video on changes that I and some members of the community would like to see brought to the game. Changes or additions. Just that whole thing that we would like to see brought into the game. So, let's get into it. So, I think the first and biggest change to the game that I would personally want to see is an expansion of the ETA Zero shop. Right? It's not open right now because it's currently Thursday. It won't be open until tomorrow. But the items in the ETA Zero shop are simply not enough. Um, because there's still a huge excess of like, blueprints that you don't need or like, items that you don't need just in your inventory, just sitting there at all times. And obviously that creates a lot of fluff in people's inventories and stuff like that. And, a lot of people propose the idea of trading. And I mean, I guess trading would be one way to kind of deal with it. But I feel like unless you do it enough, then you're just kind of spreading that fluff in your inventory to someone else's inventory. I mean, of course, if they need the items, then that's much different than like spreading fluff. But like, it's kind of just like passing it around. It's more so like putting that fluff onto someone else rather than simply eliminating it altogether. And what I think they should do in the ETA Zero Shop is not only expand upon it and add more items for sale with the standard yellow ETA vouchers, but they should also make the items in the shop more expensive. And they should also make the ETA vouchers that you obtain from selling blueprints actually, they should make the vouchers that they give you for those blueprints a whole lot less. I feel like these three changes would be really good ways to subjugate and mitigate the issue about fluff in the inventory and stuff like that. So yeah. So the second issue is actually going to be, I believe it's a console only glitch. It could be on PC as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is console only. And that is when you go to type something, sometimes your keyboard just closes out altogether. That's been happening since the game came out. Um, it hasn't happened to me lately, but I've had a friend tell me that he has experienced it quite a bit lately, and it's still an issue and stuff like that. It's still very present in the game. Nexon, that needs to be fixed. Please and thank you. That genuinely needs to be fixed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some of what you guys are saying. I made a post in the community, and I got some comments. Not too many, but we got a few. So let's just go ahead and go through them right quick. Okay. So this one person said, to be able to open the map after mission completion from Sigma Sector, avoid Veshal Invasion, Intercept Battle, so on and so forth, so that I can easily choose where and what to do without going back to Albion. I agree with that. I feel like that would be a really good change brought to the game. 100%. This other person says, better photo mode features. Such a wasted opportunity to have good character design, yet our photo mode is still so simple. I know they can do better because it is the same UE5 photo mode engine we have seen in other games with the same engine. At the very least, they might add external lighting features. I agree with that. Yes, I feel like if photo mode needs to be expanded upon, I feel like it's been in the game long enough now to where we could get a substantial update to it to make it better. Definitely, for sure. Um, this other person says, lesson, or just outright remove that animation stun when you just get respawned after being resuscitated, falling off a cliff, or just outright dying. Makes no sense where you can't move for 2 to 3 seconds. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't feel like there should be any animation canceling or stunning in the game on the player's behalf. I mean, okay, so stunning, sure, you know what I mean? We can have some stun luck and stuff like that. I don't mind that. But I responded and I said, agreed. And while we're at it, let's remove animation canceling and penalties associated with it. So what that means is the penalties would be, say you go to use a skill, an enemy does an attack that stun locks you for a second. Not only is the skill put on full cooldown, but the MP used for that skill is also... So those are going to be the two penalties that are associated with the animation canceling when you go to use a skill. So I feel like that could at least be improved. If you want to leave animation canceling in the game, you can. Just remove the penalties that are associated with it when you go to use a skill that is then canceled by an enemy's attack. Please and thank you, Nexon. Another thing would be, Nexon, if you could please look into some abilities just not triggering. When I do the button sequence to trigger the animation for the ability, please look into that. It's a pretty widespread issue as well. It's not just me that experiences it. I've had comments on previous posts and videos explaining that people do experience, oh, I go to use an ability and it doesn't even happen. Next on, this has to be looked into, please. I know you guys are working with the difficult engine, I understand, and I'll be as patient as is required for these updates to happen, you know. But like, I just want to bring it to Nexon's attention first and foremost. And obviously, I just want to make a video about it. And then, this video could be used as well for like people, like changes and additions that you guys want. Just put it in the comments of this video. You know what I mean? We can talk about it. We can have a discussion about it respectfully in the comments below. Please just be respectful to each other and each other's opinions and stuff like that. We don't need to be name calling and stuff like that. And yeah, just be open-minded. Just put it down in the video or in the comments of the video, and we can definitely discuss it. Oh, another thing. Nexon, why can we only research 7 things at a time? Can we please bump it up to 10? Please? Can we just please bump it up to 10, Nexon? That would be really great. I feel like that would just benefit the game overall. Like being able to research 10 things at a time. I've noticed a lot of people, and myself included, we feel slightly restricted just with the 7 items that we can research at a time. Another thing, Nexon. Can we please expand upon Axion planes at some point? Please? Can we expand upon just the game in general? Can we expand upon, Void Abyss? Can we get maybe 2 bosses at a time instead of 1? Please? Because I understand, like, with each Void Abyss boss you bring out, you have to associate, like, an entire skin with it. Can we just get 2 at a time, please, instead of just 1? Get a little bit more variety during the season, or the episodes per season that the Void Abyss bosses are available for. So, like, Lava Citadel's Fire, why not bring back Ice Maiden? I forget her name. I believe it was Ice Maiden. Why not bring back Ice Maiden this season? Well, that would be really cool. Have a duology between fire and ice. Oh, another thing. Nexon, can we please get an expansion on the friends list? My friends list is filling up quite quickly. I'm a content creator for the game. I would like to be able to add all the people who come into my videos and streams. Please, that would be really, really nice. Can we make it 150 to 200 or even 500 for everybody, please? That way I don't have to go through and delete people, just to add somebody else. Because I'm pretty close. I'm 25 people away from being maxed out on the friends list. Can we just get an expansion upon this? That would be really great. Another thing I want at some point is more customization to our Descendants. I feel like the customization is great, and if they never change it, that's fine. I'm not going to be pressed if they never change it. Nexon, if you guys never change it, that's fine. But it's just an idea. To be able to maybe select different, like, say, I want this top. Say I want this top, and then I want to select, I don't know, the H1 Racing Suit's bottom half to put on this character. You know what I mean? Or say I want a G-string, like from the Summer of Paradise skin for Inez, like something like that. Just maybe a slight expansion upon the customization of the game would be really nice. And I guess besides that, I would probably want just more overall optimization and quality of life improvements in the game. I know a lot of people experience crashes. Can we also try to look into that a little bit, Nexon, please? I feel like, that shouldn't be happening unless, your PC or your console is just being stressed out way too much from the game. I get it. Crashes happen. You can't always do something about it. But for the people who have top-of-the-line PCs and still experience crashing and stuff like that, can we... My buddy Jake, he experiences it. We were having a conversation about it earlier. Can we kind of look into that too, Nexon, please? Also, I don't know if any of these updates are coming. I know module trading is coming at some point. But if these updates are already coming, then that's great, But if they're not, then obviously I would like to see most, if not everything that I talked about in this video brought into the game at some point or changed about the game at some point. Oh, also, Nexon, here's an idea. Can we improve the compass, or can we give options to the UI for different types of compasses? Because I personally would like to have it across the screen right here, kind of in the middle on the top. I don't really feel like it's that good on the minimap, the way it is right now. I mean, sure, it's fine. It exists. It's there. But, like, it's so easy to overlook. Let's go into display. Yeah, I don't think you can actually change how the compass works at all in the game currently. Pretty sure you can't. So. All right. I think that's gonna do it for this video, though, guys. Comment down below if you have any ideas yourself that weren't mentioned in this video, and yeah, we can talk about it. Drop a comment down below if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.